Are you curious about EFT? EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It is absolutely amazing. It works on the emotional level, the mental level, the physical level, and the spiritual level. It helps to clear limiting beliefs. It helps to clear blocks. It is truly amazing. I've used it in my life on absolutely everything. And it is based on tapping on acupuncture points or acupressure points, same thing. But as an acupuncturist, I'm preferable to them being acupuncture points. But these are points based on the meridians of Chinese medicine. And the points that are used in EFT are some of the strongest points in the body. So as you're tapping on these points, you are literally shifting your energetic field. You are shifting your mind. You are shifting pain in your body. All of these things. EFT is so powerful. And one of my favorite things about it is it's so user-friendly. It's so easy to learn. And it's very forgiving. There's not one right way to do it. You can adjust it to what you feel. You can tailor it to how you feel in that moment, what you want to work on. And you can really, within a few minutes, really come to a place of peace and calm. And then the deeper you go with the issues that you want to work on, the more clearing that you will feel. And really, as you stick with this, you can really see your life shift before your eyes. And I have a really interesting story of when I first got introduced to EFT. It was about 2003. I was living in Santa Cruz, California. I was going to acupuncture school. And there was a couple there. They were a few semesters ahead of me. And we had this conversation about EFT. And they were raving about it. I mean, it was probably a 5 or 10 minute conversation. I still remember it so clearly in my head. And they kept telling me that it is going to be the future of medicine and it's going to be so amazing. And I was really just so interested. And then I don't even remember, I think this was before YouTube or before I knew about YouTube. Somehow I went home and tried to do some EFT on myself. I cannot remember how that was. Maybe they gave me a sheet of paper. I don't know. I tried it and I thought, I do not like this at all. I do not resonate with it. This feels weird. I feel goofy. And just kind of set it aside for about 9 years. Enter 2012 when I'm going through the dark night of the soul. A very long, very deep, very dark night of the soul. And I get introduced to EFT again through a dear friend of mine. And this time I know how to use YouTube. I go on YouTube and I devour every video I can find on it. And I just start using EFT on absolutely everything in my life. And I could feel things start to change. When you're going through something that huge, sometimes the really big shift happens, a little bit later down the line, but I was using it every single day on absolutely everything just to make it through my days. I was really overextended with going back to school, running my acupuncture practice, getting my doctorate, teaching at the acupuncture school, interning for my doctorate. I was maxed out. So I had 2 options: to drop out of this life that I had built for myself, which I did not want to do, or give myself lots of EFT and also acupuncture. I did lots of acupuncture on myself and got acupuncture sessions at that time, and herbs. So all of that, I was able to come out of that instead of having to completely drop out of my life, which otherwise I probably would have had to do. I was in such a desperate place, really. So EFT, then 2012. So then I start bringing it into my acupuncture practice because it's so powerful. And some patients come in and they really just want they've got some deep emotional things that need released. And so as they would lie on the table with the needles in, I would do EFT on them. Now I'm no longer practicing acupuncture. I no longer have clinic space where I am seeing acupuncture patients, but I am still doing energy healing and EFT with people, also Rahanni healing. I'm a channel and a medium. So EFT has been a huge part of my life for the past 10 years. And I love to share it with people. And I probably get a little bit annoying. I know I do, because I can't help it. When people are feeling really bad, I just want to share EFT because it is so easy and quick to shift that energy. So I will be posting EFT videos for certain things. And then right now, I'll just kind of go over the basis of EFT. So with EFT, you start on the side of the hand, you do a setup statement. It tends to go like this: even though I feel this feeling I don't want to feel, this pain I don't want to feel, this limiting belief I don't want to feel, even though I'm feeling this, and everybody has their different ways of doing EFT, I tend to say, I choose to feel the opposite. What's the opposite? I choose to feel happy. I choose to feel good. I choose to feel free. I choose to feel safe. And then you do that 3 times. And then that sets you up for the EFT that goes around the points on the body. Now, let me just say something right here, because I've heard this over and over again. People say, I don't want to focus on the negative. Here's the thing. EFT is like cleaning your house, okay? When you clean your house, you have to look for the dirt. So what we do is we look for the dirt, and then after tapping away all of the negative, or most of the negative, then we start to tap in the positive. And that's a really fun part of it. When you start to really tap in the positive, you feel it really shift within your body. As you tap away the negative, you can feel yourself become more calm and relaxed. And then as you tap in the positive, you can really feel your vibration raise, your energy raise. And a lot of times when you know you've really hit the nail on the head, people will start to laugh, they'll start to smile, they'll make a joke about what they were feeling. Different things like that. You can really tell that you're hitting on something when people start to feel more lighthearted about the issue that they had come for. So after doing the setup statement up to 3 times, then we go around the points. Now, these points that we're using are either the beginning or the end of acupuncture channels, and they are some of the strongest points in the body. So when you're tapping, you are really making a difference in your energetic field. You're making a difference in your brain. You are making a difference in your body, okay? So then you start at the top of the head and you continue with that negative. I like to tell people, just act like you're talking to your best friend. Like, okay, I'm really feeling this, blah, blah, blah. And you repeat that as you go around these points. I'll go around these points with you. I tend to do 2 rounds on the negative, 2 rounds on the positive. Deep breaths, check in and see, how am I feeling? What needs to shift? Sometimes something else comes up and then you go there. Okay, so sometimes you need more than 1 round of EFT, and that's fine. I almost feel it's a little bit like a choose your own adventure. Okay, is there something else that needs shifted? Is there something else that came to mind? Okay, so as you focus on the negative, you're going to tap on these points. You're going to tap on the top of the head. You're going to tap on the inner eyebrow. You're going to tap on the side of the eye. You're going to tap under the eye. You're going to tap under the nose. This one's a really powerful one. This one in acupuncture, you can revive somebody's if they're unconscious. Also really good for extreme back pain. Under the mouth, you're going to tap there. And then just below the collarbone, I like to use like all fingertips and just really get in there. and then under the arm. That is one round of EFT. I also use the points on the fingertips sometimes, but I'm going to save that for another video. And people, I always get this question, should I switch hands? Should I switch sides, do both hands? Do whatever works for you. In acupuncture, we can needle one side of the body and it still affects the other side. So say somebody comes in with a cast on their arm and they've got a broken wrist. We can treat the other wrist and this one still heals. So I say, do whatever feels good for you. If you want to use both hands, use both hands. If you just want to use one, use one. If you want to switch sides, do that. EFT, like I said, it's so forgiving, and that's what I love about it. Okay, so after doing 2 rounds of tapping on the negative, we go around and we tap on the positive. And what's that positive you want to feel? Usually I focus on what's the opposite of those negative feelings I was feeling. I know we're getting a little bit into the duality of positive and negative here, but we're just speaking in generalities, okay? So what's the positive that I could feel in this moment, you know? And then you go ahead and tap around that. I choose to feel calm. I choose to feel safe. I choose to feel loving. I choose to feel relaxed. I choose to feel good. I choose to feel amazing. I choose to feel free. I know that I can heal this. I know that I can heal this. I am in control. I choose to feel safe. I choose to feel optimistic. I choose to feel positive. I choose to feel peace. I choose to feel at home. After you do that round of EFT, it's good to take big, deep breaths and just release that energy and just come into your body, tune in, see what has shifted. A lot of times in EFT, we will start with giving the issue that we're working on a number. So say you come in at the beginning of the session, you start with a number 7. At the end of the session, you can say, or the round, I should say, you can say, okay, where do I feel now? Is it a 5? Is it a 4? Every now and then it will increase. And that means you've really hit on some gold. Go there as well and help to decrease that. But most of the time you will just feel that number decrease. You may feel, like I said, other things pop up that you can go ahead and do a round or 2 on as well. And then it's good to get yourself down to a nice low number, 0, 1, or 2, and just take some deep breaths. So EFT is a very powerful tool that you can use in your life to feel better, to really set you on your course, to align you with your mission, to feel aligned with your life. I really recommend using it as often as needed. And stay tuned. I'll be posting lots of EFT videos on so many different things. I mean, I use it on emotional things, physical things. I really love using it on limiting beliefs and blocks and places where I feel stuck in life, fears and things like that. So I will be posting videos on that. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to work with you one-on-one. You can reach out to me through my website, www.brightlighthealing.com. There's a dash in between the bright and the light and the light and the healing. brightlighthealing.com, or on Instagram. I'm also at brightlighthealing. So feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to work with you one-on-one, or you can just join along with these EFT videos, and I'm happy to have you here as well. So thank you for joining. Take care. Wishing you peace and health.